Hey everybody, I'm here. I am live. I am in Sochi, Russia for the World Youth Festival. I'm here. This is my room. You can see the view. Let me see if I can get you a, let me see. I'll turn the camera around, or let me see if I can make this a little bit nicer. Is that better? A little less shiny. But here, I'll let you see the view from my hotel. This is the view of Sochi, right? That's Sochi. That's the skyline there. Just a beautiful, beautiful city by the ocean. And we're here for the festival. I'm here for the World Festival of Youth and Students that's happening, or the World Youth Festival. It's a new brand. So I guess I'll give you some background. This is my hotel room, but anyway. So I'm here in Sochi for the World Youth Festival 2024. And this is a little bit different. So during the time of the Soviet Union, starting after World War II, starting in 1947, I think the first one was, the Soviet Union would launch would have a gathering of young people from all over the world. They would do it every year. Every 4 years, they would do it. And it was done by the World Federation of Democratic Youth and the International Union of Students. And the two groups, they would sponsor a festival dedicated to international friendship and cooperation, as well as opposing fascism and opposing imperialism. And they would have these international festivals every 4 years as kind of a way to bring young people together. And it was mainly communists who did the festival, the Communist Party of different countries. But they included different social democratic groups, different anti-fascist groups. It was just these were just general anti-imperialist gatherings that happened every 4 years. They were really, really great events that they would have. After the Soviet Union fell, they didn't do them for a long time. But in the late 90s, Cuba started redoing these festivals. So I actually got to go to the one in 2013. In 2013 in Quito, Ecuador, I attended the World Festival of Youth and Students. Amazing, life-changing experience. Probably one of the best things I ever did during those years was go to the World Festival of Youth and Students. They did in 2013 in Quito, Ecuador. Let me see if I can just get this a little better. Just clean the lens there a little bit. But anyway, so I did that. And then in 2017, they had the World Festival of Youth and Students, the global communist gathering in Sochi, Russia. And so I went to that one. But that one was a little bit different because there's so much nostalgia in Russia for the Soviet Union, and those festivals were such a really big part of the Soviet Union and its tradition. In 2017, when they did the World Youth Festival, they did it in Sochi, Russia, and they did it a little bit differently. They made it a little more broad. They had a lot about science, a lot about economic development. They made it a little bit broader than just communists, right? I mean, they did the communist stuff, and they had different communist groups that participated, but they made it a little bit broader. So then, starting this year, this festival that they're having this year, this is a new brand, and it's called World Youth Festival, or World Festival of Youth. It's not the World Festival of Youth and Students, which is the communist one. This is like a new brand that the Russian government has started from the tradition of the World Youth Festivals that they have had in the past, and it's very exciting to be here. And I'm here, and it hasn't actually started yet, right? It actually starts tomorrow. But I got here, and some other people from the Center for Political Innovation are going to be arriving shortly. Chris Alulli from the Party of Communists is here. There's other people from different groups and organizations, but there's going to be a total of 13 Americans participating, so not a very big number. 13 Americans total are here, and I'm the chair of the U.S. delegation. We're here, and it's going to be 8 days of meeting people, having gatherings and meetings, and I got to tell you already, I have had so many amazing interactions already, and I just got here. Like, I barely did anything. Today, I went to the registration tent, and I got my accreditation, right? That's my official accreditation. Now, you all know my middle name, by the way. My middle name is Todd. I'm Caleb Todd Maupin. I've got my official accreditation. But on the way to get my accreditation, I met people from many different countries. I met the youth from Vietnam. They were in line. I had a great conversation with them. I met young people from Russia. I met young people from Tajikistan. I met young people from Macedonia. Just so many great interactions already have happened. One of the great things we've been doing is we've been giving out these buttons, these buttons that I've been giving people as kind of a symbol of Russian and American friendship. Shout out to Carl the Trinket Man if he's watching. I think I'm going to go sit over here. But, if Carl the Trinket Man is watching, I've been giving out the buttons that he sent us as much as I can. And they've been a big hit, right? We made these great buttons, or he made them. Carl the Trinket Man made them. These great buttons that he made, it's got Catherine the Great, Peter the Great, Stalin, Roosevelt, Lincoln, and Washington on them. And they just look really, really great. And I've been giving them out. Big hit with everybody that I've given it to. They all absolutely love it. And so, we've been just kind of talking to people and talking about how the United States is perceived. And people are all very, very excited to meet people from the United States. A lot of great interactions have happened. We're just doing our best to try and promote friendship and international cooperation. And we're trying our best to do some good work to build diplomacy here at this festival. Now, we're particularly interested in meeting with young people from North Korea. We know that North Korea is going to be represented at the festival. We very much want to make a point of reaching out to the North Koreans while we're here. So that's going to be very important. But this is going to be an important few days. So here, for those of you that are just joining, I'll give you the view. This is the view from my hotel. This is Sochi. This is the skyline of Sochi. Very nice, very beautiful. Very, very nice. And yeah. And it's going to be very nice. We're by the ocean here. This is by the ocean. And the opening ceremony is happening tomorrow, where they'll have the different speakers, the different performances, and the opening ceremony. The last festival, the opening ceremony was like the opening ceremony of the Olympics or something. I mean, it's just dynamic. So we're gonna see that opening ceremony. It's gonna be really exciting. I'm really excited for that. I think you'll be able to watch that on RT, if I'm not mistaken. So if you're a regular RT viewer, that'll be fun. I do want to show you all. So, part of coming to this festival is they give you a uniform to wear, right? Right now I'm wearing my suit and tie, but when I signed in for my accreditation, they actually give you a uniform. So I'm going to show you my uniform. You all want to see my uniform? So let me see if I can prop this on the shelf here. Yeah. Does that work? Does that stay up there? Yes. So I'm going to show you all my uniform that they gave me. So this is, the uniform has many different parts, right? So this is the sweatshirt, right? And it's, it says Pioneers, right? And it's like the youth organization. That's what they used to call the communist youth organizations, the Young Pioneers. They got a sweatshirt for if it gets chilly and gets cold, you got a sweatshirt, part of your uniform. Then what else do you have as part of your uniform? You got your hat, right? Keep warm, right? It's got the symbol of the festival. It's got, there we go. In addition to that, we got the t-shirt. So there we go, World Youth Festival, right? And the slogan on the back. Very good. And we also have the raincoat, the World Youth Festival raincoat. And the slogan on the back is "Everyone Matters." Everyone matters. That's on the back of our raincoat. Everyone matters. Those are the two slogans they're going with, or the three slogans that they're going with. So the slogans that they have painted everywhere are "Building the Future Together," "Tomorrow Starts Today," and everyone matters, right? So, on the back, on the back of the raincoat, it says everyone matters. And then, on everywhere painted, it says building the future together. And then it says everyone matters. Tomorrow starts today. So very cool. Now, they also gave everyone a hat. This is pretty neat. They gave everyone an official World Youth Festival hat. So it's a traditional Russian ushanka, right? So they gave us a hat, right? And this is to keep warm. It's called an ushanka. It's a Russian hat. And it actually has on the back, it has the logo of the World Youth Festival on it. So that's very exciting as well. So they gave us quite a bit of gear here, right? We got our ushankas, very nice, very warm, fuzzy, etc. They also gave us in our packet here. They gave us a lot of this is World Youth Festival VK. This is like social media stuff for the World Youth Festival 2024. Very exciting. So this is going to be an educational time. This is going to be pretty exciting. I'm very excited to be here, everybody, and I want to thank you all for all that you've done to help me get here and help us be here to build the organization. And as much as I'm here to have fun, and I will be having fun at this festival, right? I'm going to see dynamic music. We're here to work. We're here to build an anti-imperialist movement. We have been giving out this book, Russia is Not Our Enemy. I've given out many of them already. We're doing that. And then we are especially excited to meet with the delegation from North Korea, right? If we are not able to meet with them, that would be a huge disappointment, because the situation on the Korean Peninsula right now is not good, and being able to meet with them would be very, very key. We actually did print a special book, right? I've got many, many copies of our book dedicated to peace on the Korean Peninsula as well. That's what we're here to do. But, hey, I'm here to answer folks' questions. If folks have anything they want to ask me about, any super chat questions they want to ask me about, I'm here to answer your questions. I'm happy to be here. I'm a little jet lagged and tired, but I did get a good sleep last night. Woke up, had some breakfast, got accreditation, right? Got my official accreditation because I'm a participant in the festival. I understand the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, is going to be speaking at the opening ceremony. At least that's what I'm hearing, is that he's going to be speaking, which, it's not surprising. He spoke at the last festival. This is a global gathering of young people from around the world who admire Russia, support Russia. So I'm expecting that we will hear a speech from the Russian president. We will. We shall have to see how that goes. But what's on people's minds? I see a few people in the chat. Woo, the sun. I see a few people in the chat. What's on people's minds? What questions can I answer? What do people want to ask me about? I'm here to answer your questions. We're just looking forward to a good week here. So I'm trying to look in the chat. I see we got Restless Native, R.W. Emerson. Internet connection is very stable. Yeah, it is. It's a little bit difficult. I don't have a Russian phone number. So to get on the Wi-Fi, you have to have a Russian phone number so they can make sure that your thing is valid. So I've been trying to figure out different ways to get myself connected to the internet, which has been a trick, but I've been able to do that. There we go. How long will it last? The festival ends on the 8th, on March 8th. So it's about a week. So, very good. So someone says, hey, Caleb, cheers from Poland. Yeah, well, cheers to you. Glad to be here. But yeah, if anyone has any questions or anything I can answer, I'm here to answer your questions. I generally want to stream and talk about a few different things. A lot of people, it's Usha, it's Ushanka, not Ushanka, says Peter. Thank you for correcting me, Peter. There we go. Hey, Caleb, what food recommendations do you have? Well, I got to tell you, the produce, like the fruit that they have here, is amazing, right? They have citrus fruit, and the citrus fruit, between the, and they in the hotel where they have the breakfast, they cut it up nice for you. The grapefruit, heavenly. Orange, the freshly squeezed orange juice, the fresh orange juice, heavenly, absolutely heavenly. And the food is of a very, very high quality. Someone says, "Where can we get the books?" Well, they're on Amazon. They're available. If you just go to Amazon, type Caleb Maupin, both of those books are available. They're both very short. They're like little pamphlets we made for the festival. One is about Korean reunification, and the other is about why we stand with Russia. And they're both available. They got distribution in the United States. Wider distribution from Amazon. So. What country did you enter Russia from? I went from Turkey. I flew to Turkey, and then wild story. So, no, I haven't blocked you, CR. I haven't blocked you. I heard you asking about Nicaragua, and I haven't met them yet, but I would bet you anything they're here. I met folks from Paraguay already. I had a great conversation with the folks from Paraguay who were here. I entered from Turkey. So I flew from New York City to Istanbul. And when I got to Istanbul, right, I couldn't just change planes because the flight that I was taking in, the plane I took in, was Aeroflot. It was the Russian airline. And Aeroflot is sanctioned by the American government. And so because of that, because Aeroflot is sanctioned, I had to get my bag. I had to, go through customs into Turkey, get my bags, from Turkey, go out of the airport, go back into the airport, and then wait until Aeroflot opened, Aeroflot Airlines, and then check in for the flight. I couldn't fly directly, and I couldn't just change planes. I had to get out, and that's how ridiculous these sanctions are. Absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, I flew to Turkey, then I had to go through Turkish customs, get my bags, go through Turkish customs, then go back into the airport, right? And once I was back in the airport, then I could check in for my flight for Aeroflot. Absolutely ridiculous, right? Absolutely ridiculous what they've subjected Russia to. Absolutely ridiculous. And these sanctions are horrible. Whereas there's this whole new world happening without the domination of the Western system. I mean, they're building and constructing and all of that. So. But anyway, I saw John McCarthy send a super chat. He said, Dearborn did real good while you've gone. Over 100,000 votes for a ceasefire. Well, Dearborn, Michigan that's a stronghold of Arab American sentiment. I think it's the largest concentration of Arab Americans in the entire United States. And it doesn't surprise me that they would stand with Palestine. They would vote for a ceasefire. It doesn't surprise me at all. I'm not shocked by that. But that's good because what Israel is doing is absolutely criminal, and the whole world is opposing Israel's horrendous crimes. The whole world is standing against what Israel is doing. The whole world is horrified by what Israel is doing. The more people can stand in solidarity with Palestine, the better. We brought a couple copies of our Houthi book here. We're hoping to meet with the Yemeni delegation and give it to them. And there's a lot of pro-Palestine sentiment among everyone that we're meeting. And I understand there are some Israelis here as well. I saw a couple of them checking in. So I guess there is some Israeli participation in the festival also. But the sentiment that I'm hearing from people overwhelmingly is anti-Israel. That's what I'm hearing. Oman is here. I met, delegates from Oman. That was pretty neat. We're just going to have as many meetings as we possibly can and try to represent the American wing of anti-imperialism right here, in Sochi at the World Youth Festival. We are, representatives to show that not all Americans buy the lies and the propaganda, right? There are a lot of Americans who stand in solidarity with the Palestinians, who oppose sending more weapons to Ukraine to prolong this conflict and keep people dying. That's what we're doing. I mean, I feel like the work that we do at these festivals is really, really important. It's really, really, really important that we need to be here to show the other side of, of America, and to try and connect the working class movement here in the United States, or in the United States, with forces that are here, because there's a whole new economy that's rising. That's what this festival is really about. It's about the new world that is arising outside of the dominance of Wall Street and London. There's a whole new economy, and there's a whole lot of construction that's happening. There's a whole lot of development that's happening. And we're not going to be a part of it in the United States, because Joe Biden is loyal to this international financial system, and he's determined that any country that breaks out of it should be isolated and attacked. So there you go. So, there you go. There you go. But yeah, so hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications bell. Hey, I've got wireless working here in the room. And so if anyone else wants to ask me about anything, John McCarthy was just telling me about Dearborn and all of that, and that's really great. So there we go. But if anyone else has anything else they want to ask me about, I'm here at the festival. I'm going to stream as much as I can while I'm here, right? And try to, raise awareness and let the world know about this. I'm suspecting that U.S. media will just pretend this festival isn't happening. Right? Even though this is, 20,000 youth from over 100 different countries are gathering, I have a feeling that mainstream U.S. media is just going to pretend this festival isn't happening. But I do have a slim fear that instead of just pretending it's not happening, they might try to smear the festival. Because I noticed the festival already has a Wikipedia page, at this point. And so because of that, they may be preparing some kind of smear. So I'm urging people to keep your eye on the Wikipedia page of the festival, right? Because, the fact they've already got one set up and makes me wonder if they're planning some kind of smear or lie or something like that. So I'll be here and I'll be able to report on it. But the Wikipedia page for the festival, it's called World Festival of Youth 2024. And the Wikipedia page is on there. We had our UN press conference that happened, before we left. And I know the Wikipedia page already mentions the UN press conference that we had. So, just keep your eye on the Wikipedia page, and let's see how Western media responds to this festival. Let's see if they just lie about it. Let's see what, I'm curious, we don't want to know. Yes, Putin is speaking. That is what I'm hearing. Putin is confirmed to speak. He'll be giving a speech at the opening ceremony, which happens tomorrow evening. So, I'll have to let you all know how the opening ceremony goes. I mean, I think you'll be able to watch the opening ceremony on RT. I could be wrong about that, but I think you can watch it on RT. So I'm deeply interested too, so please stream often. Absolutely, I plan to stream as much as I can, but because of where I'm streaming from, just because of where I'm streaming from, they're going to try to suppress these streams. So I need you all to promote these streams like crazy. Tweet them out, get everyone watching, because you can bet that, that they're not going to, let streams from the World Youth Festival at Sochi blow up. But I'm going to stream, right? It looks like YouTube is working. So, I don't have access to Twitter here. I don't have access to Facebook, but YouTube seems to be working. Oh, Lori's here. Shout out to Lori. How you doing, Lori? Good to see you. But yeah, I'm going to stream as much as I can, right? As long as I can get access to Wi-Fi, which I've had a little bit of a difficult thing to do. It's not that there's not good accessible Wi-Fi out here. There is. There totally is. But it's that I don't have a Russian phone number. And because I don't have a Russian phone number, in order to certify to get the Wi-Fi to work, they have to text you. And so it makes it a little bit complicated. So they have great Wi-Fi here. Don't misinterpret this as me saying they don't have good Wi-Fi access. I'm on the Wi-Fi now, and you can all see me very, very well. So there's no issue with their Wi-Fi. The issue is more related to me not having a Russian phone number, which, having trouble logging in and getting access. So please don't misunderstand that. But yeah, this is going to be really, really great. And Putin will speak at the opening ceremony. And I understand, a lot of very important figures in Russian politics are going to be here. I mean, I know Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov is supposed to be here. The spokesperson for the Russian, Foreign Ministry, Maria Zakharova, she's supposed to be here. And I mean, there's going to be a lot of countries that are aligned with Russia are going to have a very big presence. China. There's a lot of people from China here. I saw them signing, checking in and registering. There's a lot of people from Cuba and from Latin American countries that are aligned with Russia. So. Media will say that you were chosen only because you're pro-Russian and work at RT. You're probably going to get smeared as a Russian agent. Well, I've never been called that before. My God, I mean, if they call me that, I'll just have to give up at that point. I'm joking, of course. Like, I'll survive. I've been called that about 1,000 times. So they call me a Russian agent. I'm not a Russian agent. I'm a patriotic American. That's what I tell people, right? The real America stands for values that very much are in line with what Russia stands for. But of course, our American government, likes to distort that, and that the American working class, we're being screwed by the free market neoliberalism that has been implemented. So there you go. But anything else on people's minds? Anything else they want to ask me about? Because, hey, I'm just, got a free afternoon here before the festival really starts. Today was just kind of a day to get accredited. I had some great conversations with people, got to know different people. But if you want to ask me about anything now, or, any current events in the United States or anything, I can just talk for now. I'm going to try to stream as much as I possibly can while I'm here, as I said before. Yeah. It's funny, I hear music now. Sounds like there's some rock and roll music or something playing. I can faintly hear it. You probably can't hear it on the video. But anyway, anything else on people's minds today? Anything that people want to ask me about? Still kind of getting over the jet lag, still getting used to the time difference and all of that, But I had a good day to relax. The food is amazing. The food is always amazing whenever I come to Russia. Just amazing. Citrus fruit. Oh, the citrus fruit. Oh, Lori's asking about the food. Citrus fruit is amazing. I don't want to mispronounce it, but it's like the Ukrainians call them pierogies, but the Russians call them verenenki. It's like these kind of like these like breakfast foods that they make, and it's like pockets, and they've got cheese and mushrooms in them. Oh, they're just very, very good. Vareniki, right? They're just very, very good. Very, very good. So that's been great. And, there's a lot of Russian teenagers here that are high achieving teenagers that have won awards for their school projects. I met with one group of Russians. They were from a particular region. And I'll show you. I think they gave me a button. I can show you the button they gave me from their region. Just a very lovely bunch of young Russians who love their country and want to tell me about their region. They're very proud of their region and its history. Let me see where I put that button they gave me. Fair and equal presidential debate tonight, says John McCarthy. Yeah, that should be good, right? The Libertarian Party and the People's Party, or not the People's Party, they're not running anybody. The Libertarian Party and Jill Stein of the Green Party, and then the PSL, I think, right? So I'm glad they are having that alternative debate. That would be good. And I'd be curious to see how it goes, So, the way they suppress other parties in the United States, the way they make it seem like there's only two parties that are legitimate. Don't know where I put that button they gave me. But I had a button from one of the regions that some of these teenagers were with that they gave me, but I don't know where I put it. But the free and equal debate, that'll be very important to watch tonight. It's too bad, though. I heard that originally RFK was going to be part of it, but I heard he's not participating, which is disappointing. Right? I was hoping that RFK would participate in the free and equal debate. And Dr. West also. That is, why would they not participate? Yeah, well, I mean, why not use that platform, to promote your ideas? Dr. West, many people said when he stopped seeking the Green Party nomination that he was more or less just dropping out of the race. I mean, he's still technically a candidate, but he's not running. Let me see if I put the button in my other pocket here. Hold on. Is it no? Nope. Nope, I don't know where I put that button, but there you go. There you go. But anything else on people's minds here? We've been going for about a half hour. Always happy to just, answer people's questions. Things will get more exciting here. We're just kind of settling in. I showed you all my uniform, showed you all the different things we're giving people. But yeah, I'm going to try to stream as much as I can while I'm at the festival because I really want to share this experience with as many of you as I possibly can. I feel like the fact that I'm the leader of this delegation is a victory for our whole community. It shows how much, what we do matters around the world. We think that what we do in the USA, we have our conventions, maybe there's 100 people there, maybe there's 200 people, but we represent the global majority. We really do. When you come to these festivals, it reminds you of that, right? The people of the overwhelming majority of the world are on our side. In Russia and China and in Iran and in Venezuela. And, we represent the bulk of humanity trying to break free from the imperialist system, right? I talked about Lenin. He talked about imperialism, the highest stage of capitalism, this system where big bankers hold back development, make themselves rich by keeping the world poor. That's what we're living under. And the story of the 20th century and the 21st century has been the global fight against imperialism. And Russia is at the center of anti-imperialism. And that imperialist system, it used to somewhat benefit some people in the United States, right? It used to be that some people in the United States, they got some crumbs from imperialism, but those days are over. I mean, if you look at the United States right now, living conditions are dropping, life is getting worse. And so now the American working class needs to join with the people of the world in opposing imperialism. We've got to oppose imperialism. So I'm very excited to be here to connect with this new economy that's rising, to oppose the imperialist system. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. This is a global gathering representing the sentiments behind the BRICS and representing the sentiments of the whole world. I mean, we are the global majority. We want people to rise up from poverty. We believe in human progress and optimism. It's the slogan that they're using for the festival, building the future together, right? That's what it's about. Optimism, right? It's not reducing consumption. It's not degrowth. It's not, reducing the population. It's not pessimism. It's about optimism and development, hope. That's the theme of these festivals. And it's about a collective vision for a new world and transcending borders, transcending national divisions, and instead, trying to build a whole new world. So there you go. There you go. I think they're scared of Jimmy Dore. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, right? Because I know John McCarthy. John McCarthy is suggesting the reason that RFK and Cornel West pulled out is because they're scared of Jimmy Dore, and that they both kind of had their fight with Jimmy Dore, right? RFK fought with Jimmy Dore about Palestine, and Cornel West fought with Jimmy Dore about race and about focusing on race and using racial issues that wouldn't unify the whole working class. So yeah, that's probably what it is, John. I didn't think of that. You're right, but RFK and Cornel West both kind of had their fight with Jimmy Dore. I imagine that the EU will try to do their own version of the World Youth Festival. It's going to be a bunch of liberal and fake leftists. I don't know about that. I mean, that would be weird. I've never heard of that. I mean, they used to have these things called the World's Fair back in the day. The World's Fair, which was kind of the U.S. version of this to celebrate consumerism and such. I think there was the famous kitchen debate that Nixon had with Khrushchev at the World's Fair, where they argued about capitalism or whatever. But yeah, the World's Fair. But I don't really know if they're having a Western version of the World Youth Festival. But maybe they will. I mean, I don't know. I think these gatherings are great. I think these are great gatherings. I'm really, really honored to participate. But there you go. All right. Well, listen, folks. I'm gonna probably start to wrap this up, but I'll hopefully be back streaming as much as I can throughout the week because this is a vitally. Oh, but Jimmy Dore won't be moderating the debate. So Jimmy Dore also pulled out. So it's not Jimmy Dore that's the issue. Okay. That's Lori's raising that. So who is moderating the debate if it's not Jimmy Dore? Okay. Well, I'll be curious to hear how the free and open debate goes. I'll be curious to see how that goes. So But yeah, the festival starts tomorrow night. It's like evening time tomorrow night. They have the opening ceremony. I think you can probably watch that opening ceremony on RT. I don't know for sure, but I think you can. I think they'll be filming the opening ceremony on RT. They'll be broadcasting it. So there you go. All right. Well, thanks everybody. I'll be back. I'll be back as much as I can. So just I don't know if I'm going to have a lot of time to like promote that I'm streaming. I think I'll just probably just hop on, but we'll see. Doing the best I can. Thanks for everything. Thanks for supporting the channel, and yeah, let's do what we can to spread peace and optimism and development. Best wishes. Talk to you.